Hi, I'm Sam Lowe with P4S Golf. Today I want to talk to you about 3 exercises that are going to help you build more strength, more pulling strength for your golf swing. Now, what's the logic of building pulling strength for the golf swing? That upper back, these muscles back in through here. Lots of things going on there. First and foremost, I need a little bit of balance. That's always one of my personal contentions as a coach, is not only do I need to be able to push, we know that that goes a long way towards creating a big golf swing and farther distance out on the course. But I need to have balance on this side of things. I need to also be able to turn and rotate, bring that elbow back quickly. There's going to be some muscle action that's going on back there if I do that. And if I build some strength back there, creating some pulling, that's going to benefit me along the way. The other thing is a little bit of stability as I set my swing and I go from trail to lead. I'll have good upper back stability. That's going to help me hold golf posture. So that's another important factor as well. So putting all that out there, knowing that there are some benefits to doing some pulling movements in golf, I got 3 things picked out to you today. What I did do was make sure that these are very simplistic exercises. They're things that you can do at home or with a very minimal amount of equipment. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started on the first exercise. Reach for my dumbbell. At this point, I'm at full extension. I've got a little bend here in my elbow, so I'm not hyperextended. From there, I'm gonna squeeze. I like to say squeeze the armpit. That gets my lat, that muscle right here, activated. And then I'm going to pull. And I'm gonna pull, I like to say with my elbow, up to about here. The dumbbell head has made contact with my rib cage and my chest. And then I'm gonna bring back under control. Again, up. And then back down again. Elbows leading the way, and that gets me good activation on that movement right there. I also like to get a good solid squeeze at the top. Hold for a second and then return. And then the last piece of this is creating some power. Let's move quickly, but well and under control. I don't want to heave the weight up. I want to hold steady here, squeeze down and pull quickly, return under control, pull quickly, return under control. Now your question might be, hey Sam, I don't have a bench. What do I do? Well, simple solution to that, dumbbell back in hand, I'm just gonna stagger my stance. I've got good balance. I'm going to drop down just a little bit, elbow or hand on the leg here, and I can still execute pretty much the same movement with that same dumbbell. Simple solution to the potential equipment issues there. Second movement, I'm gonna step through here, and we're gonna go with a straight arm, banded pull down. Now all you need for this one is a band and hopefully a high contact point, whatever that looks like for you. Once I do that, we're gonna go with both hands on the band. I like to stretch that out a little bit. Keep my hands about shoulder width apart. Get myself in a good posture. Slight bend in the knees, standing tall, core tight, squeezing the glutes a little bit. And now I'm going to activate those same muscles that I turned on are right here for my dumbbell pull or my dumbbell row, but I'm gonna go with a straight arm pull down. The activation is a little bit different. If I go with a single arm here so I can point, I can feel all this right there working and turning on. I have a little less engagement here. This is really concentrated up in this area here. Again, 2 hands at the same time. And just pick a band that works for you as far as strength goes. This might be a 6 to 8 rep movement. Same thing with the dumbbell rows that we were just doing. What I like to say no matter what is get a good squeeze with the movement, bring it back under control, and again, and repeat. Again, that's the banded straight arm pull down. Third one, and let's say for example, we've got one more band in hand. This grips, that's something we have in house here. If you have this, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. It's not terribly important, just something to hang on to. But we want to add a little bit more to the pull. I want to work on my power a little bit. And by the way, the great thing about bands is that I've got a little bit more constant tension. If I step away a little bit, I've added to that immediate tension before I pull. Now you can see I'm starting to get in kind of a position here. I like to call this one the bow and arrow. And I'm simply going to rotate a little bit, and it's going to look like I've pulled the string back on a bow and I'm getting ready to launch an arrow. We can do this. There's another name for this. It's also called the speed pull. So as a bow and arrow row, I've squatted down a little bit. Core is tight. I'm positioned well on the floor, and I'm going to pull, return under control, pull, return under control, pull for the designated number of reps. We also have something called a speed pull. Boom. Just like this. The speed is in the pull, not going fast, but speed back, returned under control, speed back, returned under control. Additionally, benefit to this one, I've got some rotation going. Pulling and working on some rotation. Obviously, rotation with golf, pretty important. So I'm killing two birds with one stone here. Getting some work, getting some rotation, moving with those three pulls. Again, 3 movements there, pulling for golf. Very important, very beneficial in balancing out your strength as you get stronger within your golf game. Hey, quick reminder, make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe below. And thanks again for watching.